Hey guys, it's Nightlight9 here, and today we're going to be going over Ramuh Very Hard 2, one of the hardest fights that I've had aside from Sephiroth EX3 so far in Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis. And this is going to be a legit clear of Ramuh. No glitches, no taking advantage of anything that the game developers, misprogrammed. This is a legit clear for people who have been trying to beat this, the right way, take on the challenge, and get yourself, the Ramuh unlock. So we're going to jump in here, and we're going to take a look at the team. My team is just about 154,000 combat power, using Cloud, Tifa, and Aerith. Cloud here is kind of our main DPS, and we're setting everybody up for as much damage as possible. As far as HP, we just barely need to be able to survive. We need attack. This is like Inferno Lantern in the current Halloween event. He is going to one-shot you if you take too long, so everything has to be about doing as much DPS as possible. He's weak to water, so we are using the Maritime Sword. I do not have the outfit that goes along with this, so this is the only water potency that I have. And other than that, because it's a physical damage ability, we will be focusing on our physical attack. And so that's why we're using Marisame here in the second slot. You could swap these, especially if you had the outfit to get the Sigil Break. This Triangle Sigil Break is the only one that's needed for this fight, and it is helpful if you could do it faster, but we're going for damage over Sigil Breaking. Diamond Dust level 5, which I think everybody should be getting with this latest Shiva event, and that's going to be mostly to do damage and to Ramuh and also to help clear the ads. For sub-equip, we're just going for HP here because you do want to get them as close to 5,000 as possible. I think you might be able to get away with 4,500, but 5,000 is actually way safer. Ice Potency here just to help our Diamond Dust. Ice Potency on here as well to help, but also physical attack. So if you can see, 2,350 physical attack on Cloud, that will be good. Other than that, I just put on stat stuff, gave him a lower ATB water blow here in case that comes into play. For Tifa, the main reason that I'm using Tifa, the only reason I'm using Tifa is for Somersault. Physical and magical defense decrease is going to help us do way more damage, especially because of how many times we can cast it during the fight. Other than that, there is no reason I'm using Motor Drive other than physical attack. This is just for HP here. If we look at her sub-equipment, this is the only one that really mattered. Heavy Hauser, boost attack, boost ability potency, just trying to get as much damage as possible. These items here were just used because of boost attack and boost attack. Other than that, it does not matter. The only other thing that matters on her is give her a Triangle Sigil Break, give her some form of water damage. She's set up for physical, so we went with Water Blow. Aerith is set up for heals. I wanted to keep her magic attack as high as I could, with also being able to heal people as efficiently as possible. So we're using the new Chocobo Staff. That is a very important weapon for this battle. Solid Mana Ward is going to be very nice because Thunder Lance is a single target move that Ramuh does. It's the first big move he does in the battle. You will want to increase the magic defense of whoever's getting targeted, especially, if your combat power is sub 170, right? Other than that, everything here is just set up for magical defense and HP because that's really all we needed with her. She's got water damage, she's got Triangle Sigil Break, and that is the team. The most important thing, we will be spamming Somersault over and over to debuff him so that we can get the maximum amount of damage in, and we will be making sure that we have Diamond Dust to help kill the ads, because that will be very important, and the timing of killing those ads will be specifically important, which we will discuss during the fight. For the first fight, Wave 1, not too much to note here. Just try to kill them as fast as possible. Probably the most important thing to be aware of, though, is that their Thunder Dance does not happen immediately after the circle closes. There's about a 1 to 1.5 second delay. So save your stance bar and change right afterwards, just to make sure, you're maximizing everything. For wave 2, the most important thing here is to make sure that everybody has as much health as possible by the time you get through it. So we use Curaga at the very beginning, since we didn't get to do it before the enemies were killed in the last wave. Next thing we're going to focus on is trying to kill Moth Slasher, the middle enemy, before he gets high voltage off. So now that we've accomplished that, I'm mostly just focusing on Aerith, trying to make sure that we keep everybody topped up or get them topped up. We also don't want Explosive Force to go off, as pretty much every summon has in wave 2. These guys will start to use, a big AoE move once they get below 50% health. You can somewhat mitigate this by doing what I'm doing here, which is switching to defense stance while Cloud's doing his big hit, and thereby, causing him to do less damage. That's kind of something I try to do as long as I know that I need more heals. But we made it through here. Everybody's at full HP. And then we have Ramuh. So wait till Lightning Gauge comes up. Immediately cast Somersault and Diamond Dust. This works twofold. 1, to get some extra damage in, and 2, to keep his Lightning Gauge down as far as possible. Then with Aerith, I would recommend casting about 2 Wateras. I would stop at 2 because you're going to need to make sure that you have enough ATB to possibly do a heal, and also solid mana ward whoever Ramuh decides to attack with Thunderlance. So here we're going to use the Curaga and let the bar just keep filling. We see that Cloud is the one that's been targeted. We can tell because of the target next to his name, so I'm going to solid mana ward him. Switch my stance, and if you watch this is going to do about 4,000 to 4,100 damage. And just imagine if Cloud didn't have the solid mana ward, very good chance that he dies there. I would say it's almost certain. Always make sure that you're keeping your stances switched to make sure you're preserving that bar. We do the heal, and now we immediately want to start breaking sigils. A lot of times I like to kind of wait with Aerith to get the waters in, because once we have the main one done, then we're just doing water damage to break the rest. And I waited to Somersault until I saw that the main sigil was broken, because I know now that the AI is just going to continue to do the water attack, and you'll see Cloud using, Sea Splitter and whatever else right here, because they'll just revert to that. Now, I knew we were a little bit close, so I popped over to Tifa to make sure that we got that last attack in to fully break him. And then I'm not even worried about Cloud's HP at the moment. I'm just trying to get in as much damage as I can while he's both interrupted and his defenses are down from the Somersault. Now I'm going to save, because I know the ads are coming, and I want to get one cast in to prep them, so to speak. Then I'm going back because I want Cloud to use his Sea Splitter on Ramuh. It's important to get as much damage off as possible. And here, I did it in the wrong order because I saw that Cloud was kind of going to die, so I acted a little bit hastily. But I should have used Somersault before Diamond Dust. But because I prepped that one enemy, that's now killed off the left one completely. My Diamond Dust isn't strong enough to just kill them on its own. Now I'm going back to Ramuh, and I'm damaging him for a little bit. And this is important because you have to kill the ads to get him to go into his next sigil break phase. If you don't kill them, he won't go there. He will just start casting Judgment Bolt. So what I did there was basically make sure that I would be able to kill the ads when I was ready, but also made sure that I gave myself a little bit extra time to sneak in some more damage. Because as I had said, this is a definite DPS race. So you're going to need to take as much advantage of ways to get yourself a little bit of extra time as you possibly can. Here, casting Somersault, I waited just a little bit for Aerith to be able to cast her water, and I saw Cloud's ATB charging as well. And I just want to make sure that lasts as long as possible while I'm getting in my damage. Here I threw in a heal just to be on the safe side, because if Cloud dies, I might not be able to DPS him down. But there you go. Because of the extra time that I bought myself while his ads were up, and, was attacking him and getting more damage in, it allowed me to ultimately sneak damage in that I otherwise wouldn't have. Because if you kill the ads too quickly, he will start his next sigil break phase. And if you don't have enough damage by the time that's over, the next thing he does is start charging Judgment Bolt. And if that happens and you don't kill him before it's over, you're dead and it's over. So that is the fight. We finished it. If this helped you clear it, if you were one of those people that wanted to clear it legitimately, subscribe to my channel for future guides and more content. Otherwise, thanks for watching.